Hello everyone, this is a singles new love reading for Aries. We're taking a look at who's coming toward you in love and what's opening for you in this connection. Nothing forced, nothing rushed. Let's begin. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aries, please. So you've got the Queen of Swords coming towards you, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. They're also showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, they're viewing you as the Chariot card, Cancerian energy. And the relationship, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. All right, so this definitely feels like this could be a healing connection, and also one that is divinely guided. So we have the Hermit card showing up Virgo energy. So this person definitely has that strong earth in their chart. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. We'll wait for that siren to go by. Not sure what's going on. There's lots of sirens today. But with the Queen of Swords here, Aries, this person is somebody who's very thoughtful, somebody who's very intelligent, somebody who's loyal, somebody who is allergic to BS is what I'm hearing with this Hermit card and the Queen of Swords. Somebody who's very enlightened, but someone who may hold back their emotions in the beginning until they're sure. So this is somebody who's not impulsive, and it's not to say that they're not passionate, but this is somebody with that Queen of Pentacles energy as well. Like they're not thirsty, they're not desperate. This is someone who I feel is very grounded within themselves. They're very centered. They know who they are. They know what they want. And they're not about to, make unnecessary sacrifices is kind of what I'm hearing, just to be with someone. They want to make sure that they're with the right person. I feel this person is very intelligent with the Queen of Swords, and also somebody who communicates their feelings very clearly and very directly. All right, this is somebody very enlightened, very wise. I feel like people really look up to this person. They definitely have a very commanding presence here, Aries. We see the Empress in reverse, all right, Taurus and Libran energy. So, I do think this person is single with that Hermit card, and I feel like they're single and they're waiting for the right one. But I do feel like with this Empress energy in reverse, they may feel like they're not quite ready, or they're not quite where they want to be. This person might be working on their health and their wellness. They might be working on their physical body. They might be really focused on their finances, their studies, or their career, because it feels like this person wants to be in a different place than they are right now. And I'm not talking about spatially, but I mean, they're really working on their healing, or they're really working hard at the gym on their, diet and exercise, their wellness routines, really working on their finances. All right. And I think this is what this person is protecting. They're protecting that journey that they're on to get where they want to go. So they're going to be very discerning about whom they allow into their life and when, okay? And we see the Page of Cups. This person is very sweet. This person is somebody who's very dreamy. And I feel they're going to give off, it's kind of like the Lion and the Lamb energy, although I'm not really getting lion energy, but this person is very commanding. They're very, in a lot of ways, they're serious. They're very grounded. This is somebody who commands respect, but then they've also got this very sweet side. Some of you, this person could be a single parent. Aries, how you're going to be feeling the Six of Pentacles. So you're going to be feeling like this person really is a perfect match for you. Like this person balances you out in the most harmonious ways, and vice versa. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about this person. What else do my Aries need to know about this person coming towards them in love? Life partner. Beautiful energy. So there's potential for this to be a long-term connection. It's a mutual love with a partner who shares your vision for the future. So you guys want the same things. This person may be a little possessive, stemming from infidelity and insecurity, and that might be something that they're working on. I do see that with the Empress showing up in reverse, that this person may have been cheated on or betrayed, and they know that. They know that that's what they need to work on, or that's, that's something that comes up for them as a wound. Because I do think this person is quite enlightened. They're quite real with you and with themselves about, their flaws and also, their good qualities. All right, we get strong Virgo energy. So a planner and an organizer, although sometimes they may overthink and overanalyze. I think this person is very, they're practical and they're very wise. They've been doing a lot of reflection, a lot of introspection. And we see this person may be an entrepreneur, so they've put their ideas to work for them. They work hard and they're investing in their future. And you may meet them while they're on this journey building something. All right, with the Queen of Pentacles, though, it does tell me this person looks good. The Queen of Pentacles is someone, male or female, it doesn't matter. My readings are not meant to be gender specific. But someone who takes good care of their house, their home, their finances, their physical body. And again, somebody who's not in any rush to jump into a relationship. They want to make sure they do things right. All right, this person may be well known. Okay, so again, famous in their own right, within the community, within their family. Maybe, they've got a large social media following, or they're, famous in the world at large. Okay, we get African energy. So again, these very specific messages are not going to resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation for some of you. Now, this person could be African, they could be of African descent, or there's some sort of African connection. All right. And we see this person may have a jealous ex. Yeah, and so we get jealous and jealous ex. I feel like that might be something that really marked a previous long-term connection for them. And I think they know that. I mean, I do feel like with them being in the Hermit card and the Queen of Swords, I mean, I do think this is somebody who has faced their inner demons and conquered a lot of them. But we do see that there still may be this jealousy that rears its ugly head. Now, it could just be their ex who's jealous, or, maybe they had an ex who was always jealous and projecting because they were cheating on this person. So I'm not really reading it as baggage here, Aries, but it's definitely a thread here within this person's relationship history. All right, and let's see what else we need to know about them. What else do my Aries need to know about them? What else do my Aries need to know about them? Okay, they may have a triple syllable first, middle, or last name. They spend their money quickly, all right? So this is somebody who may have money to spend, or when it comes to buying something nice of quality, they don't hold back. It may also be like when it comes to, the stuff they need to spend, they don't hesitate, right? Like, I don't feel like this person is cheap or stingy. I'm not getting that they're a spendthrift either, not with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords coming out in the upright. But I feel like when they do spend money on things, it's of things of quality. Okay. Their first, middle, or last name may begin with a vowel. I'm seeing the letter E, but that's, it's going to be different for all of you. And they have dreams about you. Now, this is sometimes my deja vu card, Aries. So, obviously this person may have had or have prophetic dreams about you or dream about you. But I feel more so there's going to be an energy of deja vu here for you or for this person, which within the spiritual community usually indicates there's been some sort of past life soul connection. All right, let's see what else. So family, partnership, commitment, and motherhood. So some of you, this person is a single parent, okay? Family is very important to them, or they want to have children. All right, this person is stable, they're balanced, they're authentic, it matches everything I've been picking up on. They've been in this energy of self-love, and you're going to feel safe and secure with this person. They're reliable, they're dependable, and they're committed. All right, with the Chariot card, they're viewing you as somebody who's very creative, somebody who might just show up out of nowhere in their life as well. The Chariot kind of comes in with a bang. I see that they're seeing you as a soulmate. They're seeing you as somebody who's powerful. They're seeing you as somebody who's nurturing, creative, loving. And, you're nurturing, creative, powerful, and loving. Soulmate energy. All right. They're seeing you as the King of Pentacles in reverse, though. So you two might be in very different places when it comes to your finances. All right. I'm also seeing with the King of Pentacles in reverse, this person might be a little bit worried, or when they first meet you, Aries, they might be worried that this is only going to be a surface level connection. I do think this is somebody who looks for depth, and you have that depth, definitely. But I don't know, maybe the circumstances where you two meet, you don't get a chance to talk. And again, I could see this person also being a little bit guarded. So, and in the beginning, quick to write people off because they're focused on themselves here more than anything, or they're focused on up-leveling, or they're focused on their responsibilities. So, again, I'm not saying that they may misjudge you. I'm gonna tell it to you straight. They may misjudge you in the very beginning. And it could just be the circumstances under which you meet. Or like I said, when you first meet, you don't really get a chance to talk, and be quite, in depth. This person may also be a little bit worried you're not looking for long-term commitment, or that you're not going to really truly invest in this connection. And we see the Sun card in reverse, Leo energy. Yeah, in Aries, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I feel like this person sees you as somebody who's like very good looking, fun, passionate, exciting, but they're going to question your depth at first, or the depth of this relationship. And that doesn't mean that they're always going to do that, but it's like kind of like, because I think they're guarded. Because they're guarded, because they're focused on their own stability and their own stuff. This person may feel like there's something here that they can't really trust. And I feel like they've been in an energy of like writing people off too quickly. But again, it's like a first impression here, Aries. Because like the King of Pentacles in reverse can be somebody who's not quite whom they seem. And the Sun card in reverse, this person may see you as, oh, you're fun, you're outgoing, you're attractive. There's no way that you can be intelligent and emotionally deep and all of those things at the same time. And again, it's not anything you say or you do, but it's more so just like this person where they are when you meet them. All right, and how you're going to be feeling the Ten of Swords. So that this person may, even though I do feel like in the beginning you're going to feel like this person may complete you in the most harmonious ways, there may be a point in time where you're like, this might not work out, right? Because this person, because of this person's energy here. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And like I said, I feel like this is initial energy. This is how they might initially feel about you until they get to know you. All right. Let's see what they really like about my Aries. What is it they really like about my Aries? All right, hedonist energy. So you inspire creative energy to embrace the good things in life and celebrates the beauty in yourself. This makes a lot of sense. They see you, Aries, as somebody who likes to have a good time, who likes good wine, good food, good sex. And there's something in them that feels like, with that said, this might just be something that's surface level. Okay? And again, a little bit judgmental on their part, for sure. But once they get to know you, I feel like that changes. All right, but they definitely see, enjoying the finer things in life with you. They see you as somebody who's gorgeous, somebody sexy, attractive. And then we see liberator energy, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. This is what I think you're going to do for this person. Like I said, they may come in as a little bit judgmental at first. And that being judgmental is coming from what they've been through. And there's something about you that liberates them. Again, and I also think it's you showing them who you are. Okay, again, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone, Aries. That's not the message. But I think that like their initial reaction is like, yeah, this is just going to be something fun, or this is just something sexy. But there's no way that we're a real match. But we're seeing here that you two, there's potential for life partner energy. And this is a real healing connection. So them seeing you as the liberator archetype is saying that you may liberate them from this past baggage, and not because you need to actively do that, Aries, but just by being you, just by loving and supporting this person. All right. Just the way you would anybody that you care for, right? It's not like you need to do this extra work. I just want to be really clear about that. So this is why I feel like you're being divinely brought together for healing. And it may be mutual, okay? Like it's not going to be all one-sided. But yeah, there's a very specific purpose here for you two coming together. So, and for a lot of you, like I said at the beginning, you or them may feel like this isn't going to work out, but it turns out with that life partner energy, for a lot of you, it definitely will. All right. Let's see what else we need to know. You're safe and divinely guided, so this connection is protected. Go slow, take time getting to know each other. Yeah. Okay, and I think that's for both of you. And someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. And again, it may be your person. Although, I mean, they're not really coming out in an obsessive energy. The Hermit is in the upright. The Queen of Swords is in the upright. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is in the upright. But again, there may be something that they need to get out from under. And it feels like you naturally, just by you being you and showing up in the relationship, help them do that. All right. Passion, try something you've never done before. So again, this might be a relationship, you know, for you and for them that's quite unlike any other one. All right. Let's see what other messages, advice, and guidance come through for my Aries, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aries, please. All right. Manifesting the one. Very soon your true love will arrive. Okay. Open your heart to this. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. Okay, and honest communication is going to be needed here. Expect heart-to-heart conversations, and Spirit saying give this relationship a chance. All right. Any important dates or times here for my Aries? Any important dates or times for my Aries? Very soon. Double confirmation of very soon, and you'll have to wait a little bit longer. Okay, but 2 cards here are saying this is coming in very soon. All right, Aries, love and light. Take care.